All right, so first up, it's going to be Newcastle versus Everton. Johnny, starting with you here. Everton on a 12-game winless run. They're kind of just 3 points above relegation now. They lost narrowly to Bournemouth there at the weekend. Seamus Coleman scoring an own goal in the 92nd minute, I think it was. Yeah, I don't really see, unless results start to improve big time, they're in a lot of trouble.
Relegation form, absolutely. Um, Ups and downs this season, they've been very, very poor though. It's hard to know where there's any shining light at all from them. Even the performances are poor, and they can't seem to grab any luck whatsoever. Seamus Coleman very unlucky with the own goals, so everything is going wrong for them. They can't get any real luck at all. And like you said, it's 12 in a row. I don't know what to do. Things have to
Yeah.
change very, very fast for them. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really change manager at this stage of the season and like
No,
expect
it's too late.
us. Like it's
And who do you get? Like they've already run through them.
Yeah, like
You
gone
know,
are the days we bring in like Sam Allardyce or the likes, and then keep them and get you through relegation, and then that's it. But no, I don't think so. I think Sean Dyche is probably the man to keep them, but I don't know, all these like deductions
once
still maybe hanging over their heads as well. I don't know.
once they go, yeah, and that it will come down to will they get hit again.
Yeah,
I don't know if they can. I don't know if that's the talk, but they're just relying on Luton to make a balls of it. Really, the only way they stay up, the same way a few other teams are in that level, is that they're very very lucky that there's three poor teams this season. It's not all the time that happens. So, and we've said it many times that Everton are playing with fire. They're circling the drain, and if it's not this season, it more than likely will be next. It's the last three seasons with them, So it is only a matter of time by the looks of it.
yeah, yeah. Rob, going with you now for Newcastle. Obviously, you had a crazy game at West Ham at the weekend. They're 3-1 down, and I don't know, like a rather kind of fortuitous penalty, I suppose. Got them back in the game. Eventually run out 4-3 winners. Yeah, we've seen I think Almiron went off with an injury. Good news for them though is that Harvey Barnes is back on the score sheet. Gordon will be missing the next game. He got sent off for time wasting. Yeah, Newcastle, we've talked about their injuries numerous times, but it has really taken a toll on them this season.
Yeah, and for Almiron, didn't he come on and get injured
Yeah,
like 10 minutes later as well? Very unfortunate. Losing another centre back as well over the weekend.
yeah,
Gordon, I don't know what he was thinking because he's been their shining light this season, obviously, as well as Alexander Isaac. But Gordon has been ever present. And for him to get a second ill like that was very, very stupid. Happy for Harvey Barnes though, coming in and getting a few goals. He was brilliant at Leicester and then unlucky to get injured.
yeah.
Injured, but happy for him. It was a brilliant game of football. It was more the downfall of West Ham more than Newcastle's brilliance, but yeah, Newcastle limping through it. And since last week's episode, of course, come up more about Tonali, how
Yeah,
the FA now
yeah,
has 50,
absolutely.
50 allegations against him. And then that dubious yellow card at the start of the season looks
I
so
know
obvious now.
Aston Villa. Yeah, it just looks crazy. When you're looking back at it, you're like, come on, you know, d- yeah. Like I don't see how he like comes back from that. I think he's the ban is until like August, isn't it? Oh,
August.
this
Well,
year from the new
but
season.
that was from
That's
the
the
original
Italian.
allegations.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
but
the
Yeah.
Italian
So
FA.
now,
Yeah,
now the FA have found him guilty of stuff. So it's like he
yeah.
might not play Lidl ever again. Like,
yeah. No, it's
It,
crazy.
it
yeah,
might be
I
when
know,
again another 6 months.
I know. It happened to Kieran Trippier a few years ago. Now I don't know if
Mm.
it happened with him when he was with Spurs or was he abroad already? Because I know Atletico took him for a year because he
Yeah,
couldn't play in England for
It,
a year
it,
anyways.
it, yeah, it was. Remember,
Um,
he was with Spurs and he got the ban, and then he went off to Atletico.
he went off to Atletico, like so.
Mm.
Like it's such a weird one, but fair play to Newcastle, big 3 points for them. And you'd fancy them against this struggling Everton team now, especially in St James's Park.
yeah, definitely. Right, so we're jumping predictions there. So Johnny, start with you.
Oh, I go 2-0 Newcastle.
Rob.
I think, excuse me, I think 4 nil Newcastle.
Yeah, I'm saying that's meet in the middle. I'm probably gonna say 3-0. I just can't see this Everton team pulling up any result against Newcastle. They're just in such dire form.